Hey everybody, this is Aya. Welcome back. We're here for the very first video, the first part of the Hunger Game Challenge, a tribute for the series for the final movie that's coming out next month. Please excuse me if I sound really off or if I'm stuttering or I'm using a lot of ums. That's because I haven't been doing this for a while. This is the second video I recorded in over a year and a half, and I've been very out of touch with this, so please forgive me. If the audio is a little bit loud, let me know. I am moving my microphone a bit closer to me because when I put it far I hear a weird humming noise, so I'm moving a little closer. So if it's too loud, just comment and I will lower the audio for the next video. So let's get started. So this is going to be the Hunger Game Challenge. Now keep in mind, this is not the same challenge as the Hunger Games for The Sims 3. I forgot who did it, but it's a very well-known channel, and she does the Hunger Games challenge for The Sims 3, and she have quite a few seasons already. But I'm not doing it like her. This is completely different. We're not gonna have, like, Sims go in and kill each other to death. No, we're not gonna have it. This is more basics, more PG-13. It's very simple. The whole challenge itself is divided into 3 parts. We have part 1 where we're gonna have a couple who's gonna try to make a living just from farming or making money without having a job. They will also try to produce as much kids as they can, so that when the reaping come in part 2, they would have they would be able to, hopefully one of the kid will at least survive the reaping so that they can go on to part 3. So part 2 is basically the reaping itself. So 2 days before the first kid became a child, by random choice, using a dice, we're going to decide who's going to be chosen for the reaping and whether or not his older sibling gonna volunteer in this place. Now at the same time, we're also gonna decide their fate on the dice as well, but we won't get really into that until we get into part 2. Part 3 is basically any of the children who managed to survive the reaping. Once they reach adulthood, they had to go into the military career. Once they're in the military career and made it to the last to level 10 in that career, then the challenge ends. Now whether this challenge would be short or long really depends on how many kids we manage to get and how many of those kids manage surviving. This can, if we're lucky, this might just end in the next generation, or if we're unlucky, we might have to go through a few generations before it ends. So hopefully we have better luck than that and I won't see anybody die, because I do not like killing any Sims in my game. I do get attached to my Sims. I do not like killing anything. I like my Sims game to be happy, bright, and colorful like the neighborhood itself. So anyway, I want to introduce you to the couple that's gonna be starting off this challenge. Let me see if I can get a good picture of her. This is Olga. Let me try to get in. This keyboard is a bit loud, guys, so please excuse me for that. I'm gonna buy a more quieter keyboard. Like I said again, I'm on my brother's computer since I'm in the process of rebuilding my computer since I took it apart and ended up breaking it. So when I migrate to my new computer and my new system, I'll be able to get a quieter keyboard. Anyway, so this is Olga. She is a Sim that I've downloaded offline. I forgot where I got her from, but she is a beautiful woman. I love her outfit. I love her overall look. She had this badass look to her. She's just so beautiful. I did not edit her. This is how she looked when I downloaded her. The only difference is that I did change the color of her eyes because I fell in love with this beautiful violet blue eye color, and I want to see that in my Sim in this neighborhood, because once this challenge ends, the spares or whoever can end up marrying out, and I want to see this eye color going around in the neighborhood. And in front of her is her husband. This is Damon Everdeen. He is an enforcer. Well, he was an enforcer, and they were married. He's also was a Sim I downloaded offline. Again, I did not change much to him. I think that is the eye color he came in. I'm not sure if I changed him in Creative Sims, but yeah, this is him. So I'm going to give you a little background of Olga and Damon Abedin. So why is this couple getting pushed into something as horrible as the reaping? The reason is Olga was a mad scientist, and she ended up inventing a chemical weapon that was so bad that it ended up killing a lot of lives. And Damon was her husband, or is her husband, and he was an enforcer who he protected her through all that. So by the time she realized that her weapon ended up killing a lot of people, she's changed. She wanted to be good again, so she made a deal with the Sim official government, and they did they managed to get rid of the stuff. However, because she invented it and she allowed it to use to kill the people and stuff like that, she technically got punished. She and her husband got punished, even though they're trying to be good again. So the government basically threw her into the reaping because of so many lives that are dead. So they told her that the only way her family and her can be able to make themselves good again is if they can prove themselves worthy, which but until then every child will have to go through the reaping. So that's their little background. That's probably why they're gonna have you go into the military career, so they can prove their their loyalty to the new country they're in. So that's their background. I did not go much into it because I do not know a proper one. Also, I did not read any of the Hunger Games trilogy. I plan to read it this coming November because I plan to see the final movie with my best friend, and he loves the Hunger Game. So I promised him I'd be reading the whole all 3 trilogy, which is fine with me. I usually read 1 or 2 books a week, so it's not that difficult. It's just sometimes I just don't like reading something that people ask me to read. When I read something, I want to be able to pick it and like it and read because I want to. I do feel resentful when people ask me to read something. I can't help it. It's always like that. So but now I want to read it because I want to see the final movie and be able to know what my friends is talking about. I feel really bad because when I went to see the first movie and the second movie, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what he's talking about, so I feel really bad. So this time I'm gonna make it up for him. Anyway, so this is the house they're gonna live in. I built this from scratch. I kind of based it off this house across the street because this is the original house that I actually want to use, but because it's so small and compact, I decided to make my own, but based on this. This lot right here is 79 Willard Reef Road. It's actually was a custom lot that I downloaded offline. If you Google 79 Willard Reef Road and you type in Sims 2, and it will come up and you'll be able to download it. But yeah, so I based that off that, but I did enlarge the house a little bit more. I also, like the other house, I also include a beautiful pond behind the house so that the couple will be able to fish. Like if they don't have any produce, they can fish for meat and stuff, so at least they have some sort of proteins, because according to the rules of the challenge, the couple cannot once they use up all the stuff in their refrigerator, they cannot replace it or buy a new one. They will have to start living off whatever they grow and whatever they fish. The couple can also only make money through things that they make themselves, like either things that they grow, things that they fish, or they can also dig up stuff. In terms of digging, I have decided that because they are allowed to sell things, I feel like the treasure chest, the one that get 10k, will be a little bit too cheating. So if they get a treasure chest, they're not allowed to sell it until we're not allowed to sell it. They can only use it to display for the environment, but they cannot sell it because I feel like that's a bit cheating in the first place. The second thing is, well, not the second thing, but I also want to give you a small tour of the house. So the house is not furnished. I technically, when I created them in Creative Sim, they have $25,000. So I basically create a lot, and I basically end up spending $25,000 in building the whole lot. So the house is not that nicely furnished. We have a bedroom that upstairs we have 2 bedrooms and a bath. So we have the master bedroom here, and then a nice decent bedroom here for if they have kids. I do plan to have the kids bunk together because I plan on having a lot of kids, probably 4 or 5 at most, even 6. So like I can have 2 up here, and then there's another bedroom down here. So this is the master bedroom where Olga and Damon gonna be sharing this room. Well, you know, they're already married, but whatever. We have a bathroom downstairs. It's a nice bathroom. This is the only bathroom that's furnished. We have one here as well, but because they don't have enough money, I'm gonna just leave that alone for now. This is the second bedroom. It's smaller, but until now I'm probably gonna be used as a playroom for the children. And then we have a very small kitchen that you know, that I just put together really quickly. It's a bit crowded here. I plan to put a dining room here and stuff like that, so it's gonna look a little crowded. I need to buy the refrigerator, but I cannot afford that yet because I only have like $76 left. And this is gonna be the living room, and that's it. So yeah, this is the house I built down from scratch. It looks nice. I plan to probably use this as a model for another house if I end up needing to, like, a nice spacier house. I tried to make this big for them, but I didn't want it to be too big because I didn't want the game to load too much. Finally, as you guys know, who, you know, watch all my previous Let's Plays, I can't, every time I have a lot, I always put these things down. The first thing here is the launch sync timer. This will be to keep track of how many days I've been playing, and since this is the first time I load the lot, I'm going to install this for family. So what it does is just keep track of how many days I've been playing the game, which is really good for me because if this neighborhood is growing, you know, if I try to keep this neighborhood grow, like, you know, to age continually with each other, this will help me keep track of that. But like I explained in my update video, the previous video before this, if you have not seen it, Wolf Island, which is where they are right now, this neighborhood, I plan to use it for a challenge, so they're aging. I'm going to try to keep them within reasonable amount of each other, but most of the time I'll just focus on one family at a time, so the time in here is not really, like, you know, that important. So this is useful for me to keep track, but I'm not going to really, like, you know, make it a big deal. Then I have the Sim Blender, which is really useful for me, so I can, like, you know, alter certain things, like, you know, skills, trait, and relationship and stuff, and, you know, check to make sure to see if, you know, she have kids or not, and all that stuff. So this is really essential for me because sometimes I'm playing, I need to tweak certain things, but don't worry, I won't be using this, at least not a lot. Probably I would just use the appearance to change their clothes and stuff, but that's it. Then finally we have the bat box. This is really essential because this is used to fix a lot of problems that happens in the Sims sometimes, you know, I have to fix certain things, but we do definitely need this one, re-randomize Sims generator. The reason this is important because if I don't know if you Simmers have happened to you, when you have a kid and then you turn off the game and then you reload it and they have another kid, the kid's gonna look the same exact clone as the firstborn. Yeah, so it's usually called the firstborn syndrome, and that's because every time the game load, it will, for some reason, it doesn't remember that it has a kid before. So what this does, it randomizes the genes, so that if you reload the game, if you turn off the game and turn it on again, it will and you re-randomize it, the kids won't look the same. But it only happens, it won't happen if you continuously have kids like one after the other in one session, but if you turn one session off and turn it on again, that's when you need to do it. These 2 crates are basically overlays. One is for tattoos and one is for body hair. So I'm using this for Damon. So Damon has tattoos and body hair. He's supposed to be a badass enforcer before he left that life, so he had to have something to show that he is a badass. And please forgive me if I use that term too much. I've been reading a lot of motorcycle clubs novels, so I've been having that mindset, so I really like, you know, so I've been using that a lot. In fact, before recording, I just finished a motorcycle MC book, which is, like, you know, pretty badass. But another one, finally, so another thing I leave in here is the I believe this is the pizza box by I forgot her name, but Saijin, she create this. This is also basically to debug stuff in the game, and I have it here always just to fix things. And then finally we have the clothes changer. Let's say if I need to pick clothes or something grow older and I hate the clothes they grew up with, I use it to pick new clothes or regenerate pictures, or, you know, add an accessory or buy more clothes and stuff like that. Usually I don't really use it much. I only use it for when the Sims age or something like that. But I find it especially useful if a townie or a NPC walks by and I hate the way they dress, and I go ahead and use that. But the thing is, when I put together Wolf Island, I literally went in and create custom townies and downtownies, so that that way my neighborhood will actually look a little nicer. So I don't think we have to worry too much about it unless the game ends up generating new new downtowny or NPCs. Anyway, I just realized I forgot to set my timer, so just give me 1 second. Okay, there's my timer. Okay, so we can get started off. The couple only have $76. Oh, by the way, for this challenge, I'm gonna post the link in the description box, so if you guys want to take out the challenge and, you know, try your own, go ahead. After I look up the challenge, I realized there's a lot of creative way you can actually play with this. I read in the forum where I get this thing where one Simblr, he went off and he created different districts in the neighborhood, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 12, and each of them have different rules, and the reaping happened throughout the district, and it's a really interesting one. So if you I suggest you go ahead and take this up. It's really much fun, and if you want, you can actually post it online, and I would love to see it because it's a very fun and an open game. I really liked it because the rule is not too strict, that you can actually modify things to your own game set. Okay, so since I don't have enough money, what I'm gonna have to do is gonna have Damon go ahead and dig for treasure, so that hopefully he can you know, get some good money. And because I don't feel like clicking a lot, I'm gonna use this Macrotastics by I believe 2's. I believe, oh wait, no, by Squinge or 2's. I am not sure which one created it. It basically tells the Sims to do that you know, automatically, so you don't have to like do a lot of clicking, and I love it. So I'm gonna have him dig, and before they start digging, I also want to make sure that their the aspiration benefits up. Simmers who watched me play before knows that I always give the Sims all of these. Reason is, if I give them all their needs first, I don't have to worry too much about, like, you know, their motives, so I can focus on doing other things as well. Now, since Damon since Damon cannot get a job, I'm not gonna have it like worry about the work area. I'm just gonna worry about this part because I want slower motive and social and fun, because they can be doing a lot of work around the house. So that's for Damon, and for Olga, same thing. Oh, by the way, I named the family the Everdines, like I said, a little tribute to the Hunger Games. So for her second aspiration, give her family, because I want her to know how to make the comfort soup, because if one of them gets sick, they'll be fine. And also, it also gives us slower fun and comfort as well, so that's gonna be good. And I have the social, the plead with social workers, so if they get really, really poor to the point they can't take their kids, at least they can like have a chance to keep their kids. So in terms of kids, they can also adopt. Like if the couple wasn't able to have a lot of children, they can also adopt. So. But I don't think that's gonna be a problem, because if you look at the relationship panel, they have 2 bolts with each other, which is amazing because I randomized their skill. The only thing I knew I wanted to do is for them both to be knowledge sims. Like I said, she's a knowledge sim because she was a math scientist, and I put him as a knowledge as well because he rolled that when I was doing through randomizing. So he's gonna go dig, and she is gonna go fish. When the fish is warm, because they need food to eat, and basically he's digging so he can buy a fridge. Now I'm actually using my brother's benchmark, so because I have not really played test on my brother's computer yet, I don't know if this game's gonna crash or not. So I'll let you know if it did, but cross my fingers that I'll be able to play this without the game crashing on me. So let's hope. So, aw, poor Olga. You can do it. Oh, look at all this fish. I found this, like, as I opened the pond together, I know this is pretty... She keeps falling. This is pretty boat I got from Wood for Sims, from the fisherman set, and it's really cute, so I put it in the middle of the pool. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna pause this. By the way, there's one more important thing that, oh, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna save it first. One more important thing I want to show you about the pool. This is almost like a tutorial. I'm gonna do a tutorial for this, but I want to show you guys quickly. Notice how the pool is really, really dark. I just want to show you guys a tip where if you're playing and you want your pond to look much better and not look like this ugly, darkish, you know, blue and green like that, you can actually, there's a little mod that you can download. If you need it, I'll let you know. There's a link at the bottom. This tutorial, I got it from Wims. She showed you how to create a better reflecting pond. It looks really nice on you, but you have to download the mod from Mod the Sims first. It's just a little mod that does something to the pool, and for some reason it also makes the pond look very bright. So if you go to the pool section, by the way, I'm like I said again, since I'm on my brother's computer, he have Windows 10, and Windows 10 runs Securum on the Ultimate Collection, so this the catalog can be really slow. So what you do is after you download the mod and you run in the game and you build your pool, and what you build your pond with the regular with the terrain tool, with the modified terrain tool. Just give me 1 second, click the wrong one. So with this tool, with the water here, you go ahead and build your pond as you would, and then after you build your pond the way you like it, you go to your pool, swimming pool, and you just click on the first one. What you would do, what you would do is you would take that and you would just go ahead and build some like a mock pool. For example, I'm gonna put it right here. Nope, that's it. Let me see, I'm gonna find a good space to put it. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put a mock one right here. Oh no, hold on. Right here. I'm gonna put it under the house since nobody can really look there. Oh, this is under the house, not gonna let me do it. Oh, hold on. There you go. I forgot to move object on. Oh, this is under the foundation. Sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out this. Let's say I'm gonna put a pool right here. Notice how the pool, just basically the reflector came on? Notice that? That's what the mod does. What it does is just give the pool a better looking reflection. I'm gonna add one. I'm gonna put one here. See that? I'm gonna put another one. I'm gonna put another one here. Oh, I don't have money, but basically right there. But since I don't have much money right now, I'm gonna remove it, and I'm gonna put it back when they actually have enough money, and I'm gonna show you how beautiful the pond looks with it. Usually after you put it on, you're supposed to hide it with grass and stuff like that and plants, which is one of the reasons why you probably see creators like creative Simblr put like trees. They actually to cover the pool stuff. So that's why. But anyway, that's a little cute trick. But I'm gonna probably do a video tutorial on that soon. But we're gonna go ahead and go back into our gameplay because they need that fridge, which is the Rooster 68. So cheap, but hey. Oh look, Mr. Humble. I wonder if you can sell Mr. Humble's thing. I wonder if that's against the rule. I don't think it would be against the rule. I wonder why he's not moving. Dude, there's like room. I mean, he's decent. Okay, he can run. Okay, so the game gonna be. I feel like the game is lagging a little bit, but then again, I'm on my brother's computer, so. It's not working that well. Let's see if she caught anything yet. Nope. Gonna be a little bit more. I'm also keeping an eye on their temperature. I'm not sure if leaving them with that's gonna make them cold or not. Oh, I forgot one important thing, guys. Just realized that I need to set up the ACR for this game. So let me install it. Adjuster, casual romance, and I need to set up. So I'm gonna do HUD-wise setting, global switches, enabled. Sofa is, I want to enable the sofa. Oh, sorry, standard auto gender preference. I don't usually play same-sex couples, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Unmarried child for baby is enabled. I'm gonna enable that just for the fun of it. I find the game more interesting when couples end up having unplanned pregnancies, which is really so much fun. Yes, we can do that with Risky, but I feel like at the same time it's kind of fun as well. Booty call is enabled. I love that feature because sometimes it's really strange to find Sims calling each other for a booty call, and sometimes the Sims that they call is someone you least expected it. I had one time I had a really proper Sims, shy and stuff like that, and then out of nowhere she just called the Sims out of nowhere, and I'm like, wait, should you be doing that? But she did, but that's another story. I want to turn that on. I miss The Sims, guys. I have not played The Sims for over a year and a half. Yes, after I left you guys, I did not touch The Sims at all. And if you watch my previous video, you know why. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I have not touched this at all. So auto breakup is enabled. I've never seen that working before, but maybe, who knows, maybe I get lucky and that will work. Auto engagement is enabled as well, because again, I never seen that do it by itself, but yeah. So you see I enabled everything except for auto gender preference, mainly because I don't play with same-sex couple. I don't have anything against same-sex couple, guys. I have a best friend who, you know, who shoot for the same team, which is fine with me. I mean, he's the best person ever. He's actually my best friend, so I'm okay with it. It's just in my like, I'm just more traditional when it comes to my games, so I have nothing against anybody. So anyway, global overrides, pregnancy odds, I don't need to work on that. Jealousy, I'm gonna leave it as let me see, study or engage. I feel like I'll leave it at 2. I feel like when a sim is like, you know, when a sim is already together, when they committed, that's when they really need to watch when they're cheating or not. And I feel like if you cheat while you're committed, like when you actually say that you're gonna be committed to a person, then you have a right to be jealous. And if you're really not, then, you know, you don't really have much say in it. Okay, so that's Hood. Sim settings, cheating. Oh, that's for him. I'm gonna leave his alone. I'm gonna see. I want to see what his token is. Oh god. Okay. Let me see. Lot settings, and usually after that I just leave everything alone. Normal, pregnancy scare, take morning. Oh, I like this take morning after pill. This is like basically if you want to get rid of the pregnancy. So I don't usually use that. I'm pro-life even in my Sims game. So yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is good. There's not much. I'm gonna change this to, I'm gonna leave as a phone book, and I'm gonna move this down here. So that's it. So there you go. I set it up, and please tell me I don't have a bill already, because if I have a bill already, I'm gonna get really ticked off. Okay. Oh wait, I just save. So guys, I'm gonna be saving a lot during my runs, because the problem is, like I said, I'm on my brother's benchmark. I do not know if this if his computer will be able to handle the graphics for my game, and also, like I said, I have not been able to test to play test this the Simblr's computer, so I do not know how long or I can play it before it crashes on me. So forgive me if you see a lot of you know, of me saving the game. So I want to get them, so maybe I should have her go ahead and help me dig, because I feel like, and then just eat from the fridge, because if she don't dig, I feel like, you know, they need as much help as they can get. I just hope they don't get sick from it though. But thankfully I have her know how to make soup. Ooh, perfect. Notice how she have them just turn it off. Let's see. That's off. There you go. So if you're wondering how I got rid of that shadow, it's because my the graphic card is after a certain point, it no longer supports that feature the Sims use for making the Sim shadows. So whenever I need to get rid of that, usually there's 2 ways to go about it. The usual way before I usually go at it is I will go here to shadows and I turn everything off to medium. But because I want to see how the games go with shadows going on this time, I'm gonna leave the shadow on, but I'm gonna turn the shadow off just for the Sims. So usually the what you do is, if you want to get the shadow, is you go bullprop, Sims, shadows, and then you go off. I believe that is it, but I'm not sure. Please don't quote me on that, because I use a shortcut for it. I had to look it up. If you're really interested, just post a comment and I'll give it to you. But yeah, but I do that now. But yeah, I know I got rid of this harsh shadow. Okay. Wow, sometimes I actually managed to dig through that stone. I think I'm really in love with this house that I created. I did really well, if I have to say so myself. It looks really nice. It looks like a house that I would have no problem using. I have no problem, like, you know, living. Oh no, the bills here already. I think I have a mod that affect how quickly they're gonna bill me. So,
Where was it?
huh. Yeah, I think I have a mod in my game that... Yep, that's it. I have a mod in my game that I just included that make the bills really high. I need to fix that, because that should not happen. And it comes every day too, which is horrible, because it shouldn't happen like that. So I had to go look in my game and see why the bill is coming. It probably for the uni. I probably have the tuition for school thing. No! I want to get this mailman. Ooh, new face. By the way, guys, this time when we're playing The Sims, I actually get new default faces, so they looks different. And they have more default skin as well. Wow, he looks really different. Yeah, I have, for this time, I no longer use my old default faces for NPCs. I download a new batch, and I kind of mix it with some of my old one that I liked to keep. So a majority of it is just the new ones. So yeah, they look so it's new, professional new faces for me. Aww. They both have the pipe, so for them. Let me see how much they got now. She's still got nothing. Olga seems to have bad luck right now, but her husband seems to have some good luck. Okay, and how much is this? 25, and how much is this? $10. Aw, they need more than that if you can get a decent fridge. I'm gonna open that later. I feel like if I open this, it's gonna be cheating. What do you think, guys? But you know what? Since I have a large bill, it's $409, I'm gonna open it and use it to pay the bill. I'm gonna do that. Let me go a little faster. I'm kind of scared to make it go a little faster, because I'm afraid this game will crash on me. I'm having this like OCD with the game crashing on me, because I've been doing that last time I played. This is Viola Gates. She is a custom Sims that I downloaded, and I add her as an townie. I believe she's either townie or a downtownie in my game. I have a mod that allows downtownies to actually walk through my towns as well. So I do not know if whoever's passing by is a townie or a downtownie. So I believe she's a townie though. I think she is. Yeah, Viola Gates. I like her. She's so pretty. But yeah, so that way at least my my walk by looks nice and decent. So when I marry my Sims off to a spouse, at least I know they look nice. Yes, I'm a little bit shallow when it comes to Sims, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, please dig up something nice for me. I need something. Hey man, that's like the second one in a row. She got a bone. By the way, this is how I play behind. This is how I usually play Build a City. You know how in Build a City you're not supposed to you're supposed to buy a lot, an empty lot and everything, and then you have little money. So whenever I have a moving family in, I have them dig for treasure, and that's how I do it. Okay. Oh, I want to see the neighbors. By the way, technically because Olga and Damon are in this compound. Well, I'm gonna call this a compound, even though it looks like a paradise to me. But even like they're in the compound, they're not allowed to leave the compound, even to buy clothes. If they had to buy clothes, they had to order everything off online. The government are not willing to trust them enough yet. Even when it comes to computer, they're not allowed to do a lot of things. They're allowed to have money saved in a bank account, but that's it. They're not allowed to leave. They're not allowed to have a job. They literally grounded to this lot until their kids, until like their kid actually I'm sorry, lost train of thought. Until when their kid bring them out of it by, you know, getting level 10 on a military career. But poor them, they can be trapped to the slot for the rest of their lives. So hopefully their firstborn or one of their kids will be able to get them out of this. And I feel bad because they're like what, they're an adult, so they're probably in their 20s now, and they're gonna be like in their 60s by the time they have enough kids. So hopefully they can do well. And yes, guys, in my Sims game, one day in each sim day is a year. So, oh, who's this? Sorry, guys, I just feel like looking at my my custom Sims. This is Jasmine. Oh, that's my timer for the end of this video. That's so anyway, so this is my another sim. She's also custom as well, but then again, all my sims I'm putting in this one are custom for now anyway, because the game eventually can start generating their own once these guys are done. But yeah, she's pretty. I like her outfit. I really love her sweater and top. She looks so cute. But okay, guys, this is the phone just let me know that this is the end of this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. So we can leave off with Olga and Damien digging for treasure. It's kind of boring because they didn't get to do a lot, but hopefully they get to do more in part 2. I'm planning to have them at least try for their first child, because the more child they have, the better. I'm gonna try to have them to have, hopefully, I'm gonna cross my finger and hope they have twins, triplets, or quadruplets. I hope they get quadruplet, but at the same time I don't, because it can be so hard to take care of 4 kids in a household. But at the same time, I hope they do, because the more kids we have, the better, so that when the reaping come, I don't have to worry about, you know, at least when the reaping come, at least I have other kids as well, as sad as it sounds. And, you know, I'm not looking forward to the reaping, but I have to. This is like, you know, I'm really looking forward to do this challenge. So I see you guys later. Thank you so much for you know, coming back. For the new you know, for new audiences, hello, how you, like, you know, I'm Aya. So thank you for stopping by. So I'll see you in the next video.